You love to see it. It's a reverse Johnsky. I'm pretty sure this is a reverse Johnsky. I wish I had my Johnskyer in chat. What is going on, Rocket League viewers? We are back with another game in the August Monthly. If you watched the last game either on Twitch or on YouTube, then you know that today was supposed to be the finals. We had planned on August 30th being the finals, which was going to be Cauliflower, or Collie as we all know him, and Daniel just playing a best of 7 since they were the only two to have qualified. But now Spider has joined them as he just got a 3rd win playing against Ryolite in Ryolite's debut. Spider took it in 4 as he won 3-1. So now we got at least 3 people playing in that final. We think that final is probably going to be on Thursday. I think that's September 3rd or 4th, something like that. So that is when we were planning on the finals being. But now we have a chance for maybe even a 4th player to qualify because Daniel and Collie could not play today. Oh, what a nice play from Element, not able to finish it off. But Element has 2 wins. He's gotten them both against Purg. So I wanted to make sure that when Element played another game, he wasn't just queuing up against Purg again, because we kind of repeated that twice. So he's had a couple opportunities so far. In fact, one of his opportunities to qualify was against Spider just a couple days ago, and Spider actually took him down 3-0, as well as playing a game against someone else before Spider, and he wasn't able to take that one either. So he's been trying to push for his 3rd win for the past few days, few streams. Right now he's going to try and do it against a very tough opponent in Ryolite. Ryolite has played exactly 1 game so far on stream, but he's getting to play another one. This month is now the month of losing a show match and getting to play again. Normally not the situation we do. Usually you win one, you get to play the next one. But in this case, Spider won the last one, but qualified. He's got his 3 wins. So we are going to let somebody else have an opportunity to get their 3 wins. And who knows? I mean, I highly doubt Ryolite will even have a chance to get 3 wins all in one day. But these show matches are still a good opportunity to show what you got and go up against a tough competition. It's not all about qualifying for that finals and playing for that $100, although it definitely doesn't hurt as some extra motivation for these guys. Kind of a poor air dribble from Ryo, and Element's going to get a free one. Ryo has seemingly gone for a little bit too many air dribble demo type plays. So far, we can count, one of the goals that Element has scored as from an overcommit on an air dribble from Ryo, but I have a feeling that this is not going to be the only one. I think Element was pretty close to securing yet another one from a little bit of an overcommit from Ryo, but Ryo was able to save it away at the last moment. And then another great play in the air. These are the kind of plays you get when you're so used to being risky and playing a fast-paced air dribble all-in type method. You're not worried to go up instantly and take every risk. And a lot of times that ends up just kind of creating what seem like free goals, but players who play different play styles don't end up getting them because they just play so much safer. Element taking this back into his own corner and not able to win that 50 at all. Ryo's not going to be able to find a way in the net. So Element's just jumping on his back wall to save this one away. I don't think the window is available for Ryo here. Element's able to tap it over. Did not grab that boost. I think he thought Ryo was going to steal it from him. Element off the side wall. Element has been pretty nasty in the air. Love the early challenge from Ryo. I don't know if he's watched any Element film, but boy does he need to take those away from him as soon as they start, and he did exactly that. Great second touch off the crossbar down. Ryo has been getting a little bit unlucky, you could almost say. He has had so many different crossbar down posts, but not quite in. At the end of the day, there is no luck in Rocket League, so he does need to just shore up his shots just a little bit. But he has got to be beating himself up, saying, can I catch a single break all night tonight? Just set up off the back wall. Not going to be there. Long clear from Element, really just buying himself some time to grab some boost. Element's got a bounce dribble. You've got to think he's taking this to the air. Oh, never mind. He's going for the nice musty. Too much power. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. These guys who are so mechanically strong and go for musties, all of them are too good at hitting the musty. They hit it so nice that it always booms way too high in the air. Like, the musties I see scoring are the ones that people hit, honestly, much weaker. But that was a really good setup from Ryo again, another post shot. And now he's just left on the ground. That definitely could have been a goal for Element, but Element just playing a little bit too fast. Another interesting touch from Ryo. Element had an open net there. Ryo went flying away. I don't know why Element's trying to speed up the pace. 24 seconds left, and it felt like he could even play that slow completely if he wanted to. He had Ryo in such a poor spot. Instead, he bangs the shot early. That just goes off the backside wall. 13 seconds left, and this is a super low-scoring game number 1. Ryo up 2-1. And he doesn't even need to score here. All he needs to do is keep Element out. But he's caught himself on the post, and that was a big mistake if you ask me. All Ryo needed to do was make sure he was not out of the play. And he drives himself up on the side post. If Element had got that ball under, or sorry, got his car under that ball, Ryo would have been in big trouble. Game 2. You gotta expect to see a much higher scoring game. I do not think we're going to have too many 2-1 games in 1v1s. Might be the lowest scoring game ever on stream. That wouldn't surprise me at all if 3 goals in a 1v1 was the lowest scoring 1v1 we've ever seen played. I don't keep track of the individual goals scored in each game. I do keep track of every match record between these guys, but not every single goal. But I can't imagine there's been much lower scoring games than 2-1. And since I have thousands of fans, I know they're all going to go off looking to find the replay in which somebody won with, I mean, it can't get any lower, right? Other than 2-1, the only lower score it can be is 1-0. So, I don't think that's ever happened. I guess it could be 2-0. That's right, I cut that off before chat exposed me. Element going for the pinch. He is very good at these, but it's so hard to get them online. I mean, almost seems like these guys just use them as clears with like the hope that maybe they'll get a free goal. Nice recovery from Ryo. Ryo, what is he? Oh, he knows what he's doing. To me, it seemed like he should just take that bounce off the back wall and then hit it in, but he knew what he was doing. Just gonna corral it on the ground. He also could have afforded to touch that a lot softer and not had to deal with playing this off the back wall. But both these guys seem to really love to play fast at all costs, which is surprising that we saw a game end 2-1. Right now it's 2-1, just a minute in to game number 2. Element in full control of boost right now. He has got Ryo pre-jumping, and just a good enough 50 save from Ryo to keep himself out of danger. But boy, was he in trouble there. He is able to take it away. Element gets the flip reset, doesn't use it. Not really much use for it anyways. I think he really just needed to save the flip and not, you know, further commit to what was a poor challenge at the time. Oh, Ryo just clipping Element. This is the most frustrating kind of goals. The ones where you feel like you're just a centimeter away from fully being in control of the play. But all it takes when these guys are playing this fast is a slight tap, slight redirection out of line. And all of a sudden, you're in no man's land. The other guy's taking it instantly to your goal. I tell you what, Element does not mind someone not going to the kickoff at all. He is fully comfortable with taking the ball back into his own corner. And he is going to eventually get the goal here. Ryo trying his best to kind of do the same thing Element did, go deep into Element's corner and take the ball back into his own. But Element is the king of Element. You know what? I just found out a time to say it, guys. I know everybody on YouTube and on Twitch is waiting. When is Ben gonna say? Oh, Ben. When is Feer gonna say that that Element is in his element? Well, today it's gonna be that Element is in his element when he's going for 180-degree flicks, but also when he's taking the ball back into his own corner. He loves to just control the game that way. And that is when he's feeling good. That's when Element is in his element. And apparently it's also when he's going for 180-degree flicks. Oh, what a save from Ryo. That is a great pre-flip save to keep that kickoff goal from going in. It's starting to look like the direct kickoff goal issue is not so much Spider executing so well on the last series, but Ryolite has actually given a few open opportunities to Element as well. Nice kind of setup for the save there by Element. Getting a good read on where that shot was going to be banging to, because that was a tough save. A long clear, and that could have been a goal. Element with no boost if Ryo had had that on line. All in play from Element. That will cost him a goal. Interesting decision with 23 boost to try and attack this one. He's kind of playing it slow. It seems like if we're going to go in with almost no boost, you got to go gung-ho in. You can't get away with kind of half challenging and then trying to recover from that. Ryo loves to get a tap when the ball is in the opposite corner, even when he's just going to leave. For some reason, he likes to drive in, get a little tap, and then he'll head out. Just wants to break up whatever play he thinks the opposition is going for. Yo, Kushers with the Prime! Thank you, homie, with the Twitch Prime. Give him some O babies if you're in chat, you have them. Much appreciated, man. Ryolite's going to tie this one up as he sets it up off the backboard. Kushers is the GOAT. Oh baby is right. I'm thinking we got to do a little rework of the emotes. I used to say oh baby all the time when I used to play, but I don't really say it as much now that I'm just casting everyone else playing. Ryolite not able to get the backboard double touch, and that will cost him a goal, and he knew it would, but he just thought it was worth it. Ryolite very frequently over-aggressive. He's not going to go to this kickoff at all. And once again, I bet he's going to come up and try and get a touch. He loves to put the pressure on. I don't understand how these guys are so good at flip canceling. Sorry, that's just a little sidebar. Great shot from Element. Interesting challenge from Ryo. Ryo is just diving in so deep. So hard to go in this deep without actually committing to the challenge. But these guys, their flip cancels are so insane. I just don't understand it. Having practiced flip cancels just a tiny, tiny bit in the past couple days, they hit them so clean. Their car doesn't move at all when they cancel it. Anyways, just a small tidbit. Very impressive. Go try and flip cancel if you've never tried to do it, and you'll appreciate just how hard it is for these guys to do. Ooh, what a shot. Power shot all the way from deep on Ryolite's half, arcing just barely over Element. One thing that Element does do a little bit poorly, you could argue, is he is just flipping around the field at all times. He does not want to. This is another Ronicky kickoff from, oh, Ryo's internet is big rip. 260 ping for him. I remember to check it right away this time. But I don't know why he clicks through so fast. Anyways, I'm going to finish my thought about Element, and then I'll go to why I think Ryolite shouldn't click through. But Element loves to fly around. He loves to wave dash. He loves to essentially drive around like he's in free play, which I think is kind of the reason why he's so good at all these mechanics that he can do. This time he's going to do like a flip shot off the ground. Very interesting situation. Just kind of delayed flip. He's able to bait Ryo into thinking he's going to go low. Nice shot for him. But anyways, he flips around like he's in free play, and frequently he puts himself in a weird position, and he's not able to get back to a ball that he would have otherwise been able to easily get to if he just kind of chilled out and didn't drive around like it's a freestyle event. But at the same time, I'm sure it's him doing stuff like that that makes him so clean and so great at executing at all this tough stuff, because he just has such control of his car. And he is right now up 8-5, 30 seconds left, so he is in control of this game number 2. He's going to take it to the sidewall. Why not? Let's see a little clip action. Ryo has been challenging these as early as he can, and he's looking like he's going to go do it again. Really great challenges from Ryo. Ryo is not going to let the clip happen. He says he might be able to win this one, but not with any clips. Elements. Backwards dribble. Oh, you got to steal that from him. I'm so surprised that when somebody's backwards dribbling, somebody doesn't just instantly pull the trigger on challenging him. It just seems so hard to backwards dribble. I can't imagine that somebody's heads up enough to really be able to handle a real challenge. Own goal from Element. Definitely not the best own goal we've ever seen. Spider still easily holds that from the last series. Just the GOAT own goal. 6-8. Element is going to tie it back up 1-1. Used to be able to do flip cancels on PS4 as well as Element, but you have to do it within milliseconds. On PC, it's slightly easier. You practiced it today. Interesting. Yeah, the problem for me with flip cancels, the reason why I can't do them, the reason why I'm so impressed, is like I can cancel the flip, but I also will always end up rolling as well. I don't know. I'll stop my forward momentum, but then I'll continue like side rolling. And I can never do it like perfectly clean like these guys are able to do. Nice early game play from Ryo as he takes the kickoff back into his own half and sets up a great ground dribble. Good flick, far post. The Element not able to do it. 96 km/h. He was speeding. Supersonic dribble. You practice it day and night. Oh, gotcha. What's going on, Pedro the Epic? Good to see you, bud. These guys playing a little bit of chicken. Ryolite has a lot of boost left, and he was saving it just for that. He wanted to try and get the follow-up after the eventual scuffle they were going to have. Try and see if he could secure a goal. Good save by Element, but it is going to cost him his life, so he will go down 2-0. Also in a game, it will become even harder, and he may even throw you off depending on your ping. Yeah, in a game, I've gone for it like twice, and it's always been a mistake. Ryolite not going to these kickoffs at all. I wonder if Element will ever just completely change how he's coming to the kickoff. This was a great read as he flicks it over Ryo. Ryo's even going to admit it was a great read. Element's done a good job to corral those and take them into his own half. And Ryo was not having any of it, so he's been trying to pressure it faster and faster. Of course, one way he could pressure it faster is to just go to the kickoff. But that does not seem to be something he's interested in. You love to see it! It's a reverse Johnsky! I'm pretty sure this is a reverse Johnsky. I wish I had my Johnsky in chat. My Johnsky, you know, judge. Oh, that's got to count. It's like a breezy, basically. But whatever, we're going to call it the reverse Johnsky. That was nasty. I'm trying to tell everybody in the Johnsky crew, I don't know if we have any Johnsky crew members in here right now, but the reverse Johnsky is the way to go. It is definitely the most elite Johnsky, definitely the most useful. Element going for the double touch, no way he's going to be able to get there. Surprised he even kept using boost, might as well just hold on to it. No way he has such little faith in Ryolite to not tap that one away. Ryo sending this one to the moon. These two are going to stare each other down, play a little chicken on who's going to go for the ball first. Element is just going to give it away. Ryolite, once again, going for the demo, like he always does. Every single play, every single shot, he is trying to accent it with a demo. Element bounce dribble. Ryo pre-jump. He's done a really good job with the pre-jump. Well, spoke a little too soon. But usually, if somebody pre-jumps as hard as Ryo's been doing, squeezing it under them is all too easy. And this time around, he almost handled it. I think what he needs to do different is not pull the trigger on that backflip. When you're stuck on the ground trying to get a low 50-50, you don't want to be the one to make the move, I don't think. Of course, there's lots of different situations, but if he had just waited behind the ball, he likely could have saved anything Element went for. But when he goes for the flip early, he gives Element an opportunity to take an easy shot. Element, poor touch on the sidewall. Good catch and rush. Element control his kickoff. Going to try and find the angle, but it was not there. Ryolite's going to get credited with the save, but that was not going to head in. Very boost efficient save from Element. You'd love to see it. That was a great possession play. A tough bouncing ball to save, but Element knew exactly how much boost to use to make sure he can get the full clear. And that demo should secure a fourth goal Unless some... No, what? My goodness, these guys are so... I can't watch them. He refuses to get the easy one. I forget that they're so good that this was still a 100% chance of going in. But to be fair, I watched Spider do essentially that and not score it. And I just... It hurts me too much. You love the uses of wave dashes from Element? Yeah, Element is like a wave dash... I don't know if king is the right word. Wave dash, like, I don't know what the word I want to use for it. But essentially, he's always wave dashing. I think it's got him scored on a few different times. But the benefit is that he ends up playing super fast when it does work. And the cost is eventually, every once in a while, kind of missing a wave dash or missing a flip and getting put out of position. Are you doing another show match after this? If we have people playing, we can do another one, Astro. This one tied up. Apparently a pretty nice matchup. Element got the ceiling reset, but there's basically no way he can get that back online. So he's going to take it back into his own corner. I'm not sure how much boost Ryolite has, but I'm going to leave us all in the dark as we speculate. Well, now he's got 100. That's like not nearly strong enough. Not even strong enough to get the demo, but he is going to be able to steal the boost. Long shot from Ryo, touched away. Great tap by Element to get boost. This is something that people don't realize, you know, when you're playing your own games or when you're watching these guys play. But the way they turn every attempt, every save, every tap into a touch that naturally takes them to the boost to reset their 100 or to steal it from the other player is something that I think frequently goes unmissed. Or I guess missed, not unmissed. When watching these top level guys, that is not in. He's going to need a double touch, but there it is, a 5th for Element. If you start and watch for it, I mean, as a high level player, you know, pushing topper ranks, you'll do a little bit of it of your own. But these guys are insane about it. Every save, every touch, all they're trying to do is set themselves up to be able to make sure they get that boost, as well as keeping the play natural and not really slowing themselves down at all. Which is why it'd be so interesting if Psyonix ever moved where the boosts were, because so much of being a top-ranked player is knowing how to use the map and knowing how to use those boost positions. I don't know why Element didn't pull the trigger. He thought that there was no angle there. He drove away from this one to get ready for the counterattack after this ball was coming off the wall. He did not think the window was open. I mean, he could have saved that for sure. I think he thought it was best to just set up the counterattack as he turned around the other way. It would have been a wide open net if the ball had went the way I think he thought it was going to. Ryo trying a 180-degree flick, but trying it way too close to the net. Element is offline with what was a guaranteed open net. He was low boost, but I imagine you give him that same opportunity and he is going to make it more times than he misses. Ryo's shot off the side wall is really just going to be a free possession for Element. That dribble is not great, and this window is open for Ryo. The 50, just good enough. Backwards dribble, Element popping it high. If he is able to pull this one off, that would be absolutely insane. He still has this one in the air. Free jump from Ryo, and it's bouncing down. Ryo knew what he was doing. He intentionally went up in the air. He knew if he could push the 50 down, the ball would hit the ground, and he didn't have to worry about it squeezing under him. And he was almost wrong. That ball was about a ball's length from going in. But at the end of the day, he was making a calculated risk. He knew, like, pushing it down would most likely send him into overtime and a tough backboard double touch from Element. Not able to recover backwards. That was always going to be a tough time. So a nice setup from Ryo. Element not able to clear it away. So Ryo's going to put himself on match point. Ryolite versus Element. This makes it look like he's got default cam settings, which I don't think he does. Nice flick from Element. Start this one off. Element in the stock team as well. I don't know if he's been in the stock team the whole time. I wonder if these guys switch colors. I don't think this is Ryolite's cam settings, but maybe it is. Element off the side wall. We have yet to see him be able to take one of these opportunities, and a nice air dribble, low 50-50. Ryolite has been cutting off every one of these air dribbles as soon as he can, but this time, not quite. I think likely because Element didn't take it to the ceiling. Every other time he's been taking it all the way up to the ceiling, and Ryolite's been able to intercept it. But this air dribble, a little bit more midfield, and every once in a while, do we have an internet issue? Yes, we do. Ryolite needs to stop playing on Wi-Fi or something. I wonder how often that's happening not in kickoff situations, and he's just able to get away with it. This is another bad kickoff. Like I was saying earlier, Ryo needs to not hit skip on these replays, man. When you have tough internet, you need every last second to let that internet reset. But he just cannot resist skipping the replays. Nice demo. Element should have a fourth, even if Ryo spawns. This one's going in. Yeah, these guys' speed are insane. Ryo plays pretty fast as well. Element definitely plays faster than many people we've seen on stream. I mean, of course, we can point to the top guys who I think play, you know, maybe just as fast and even more effective. Like the first thought is a Kinsei, who I think just has always played insanely fast. But he's definitely up there with the top. Ryolite plays aggressive, I would say, maybe not necessarily fast. But he plays a very offensive, aggressive style. Like you know what, if I miss, I'll be able to get back in time. I think I'm fast enough kind of move. Oh, 544 ping. My goodness, dude. Rod, do you play on Wi-Fi? It's always nice when you can actually verify that somebody's internet is awful. Because, you know, people will mention the internet all the time. And you can, you know, sometimes not be sure whether or not they're just BSing, but it's very clear that Ryolite has some real internet issues right now. Ryolite clear into the corner. Seems like this might be another game he might give up based purely on internet. He probably had at least one of those against Spider. He's got some green ping right now as these two guys just stand off. Ryo's going to give some Element some space. But I think that was a good call from Ryo not to be the first to act on that standoff outside his net. Instead, kind of get himself out of the standoff and go into the challenge with much more speed. Nice shot from Ryo. Good setup. 6-0. It's got to be so hard not to get a little tilted when the internet gives a few goals to the other player, and now you know you've got to essentially win by 3 instead of winning by 1, like you normally have to. Demo for Ryo, trying to get a flip reset to get that ball back to his own corner. An Element pulling back off the challenge and maybe knew exactly what he was doing. Sometimes, I don't understand these guys. I feel like Element absolutely could have scored that if he wanted to, but instead went for the nasty drift power slide into tapping the ball away from the goal. This should be Ryolite's first. As he's back in this one, he's got 2 minutes to get 5. Which is certainly not unreasonable. The good news for him is he is leading in the series, so this time around, if he drops an internet game, he will get a Game 5 opportunity to bring it back. This is so interesting. I've never seen anyone do this, but Ryo is doing it very consistently, just not coming to kickoffs at all. I'm not sure it's worked out too great for him. He's gotten a couple goals from it, but I just feel like he's been put in worse situations more often than not. But to be fair, now that I think about it, there's a good chance that is related to his ping. Because when he's gone to kickoffs, he's just completely missed a few. So why not just sit in your own half and see if you can get away with not going at all. Great challenge from Element. Oh, just booming it too high. Ryo's going to let him have it for free. No, never mind. He makes it back in time. I don't think Element realized that Ryo was giving it up. The fake breezy, take it low. You love to see it. Not sure if Element just felt like he didn't get the breezy or if he realized he could just take it low on the pre-jump from Ryo. Oh my goodness. Is that one was just Element, just Ryo being frustrated with the way this game has gone so far. Not a ping flip. Oh my god, what a touch. This is one of the nicest goals we've gotten all series. But it's looking like, ultimately, not a lot of use for it. That is such a heads-up play. That takes a serious level of control of your car. To know you can power slide up the corner, jump off, and make that shot on net like he did. Too bad it couldn't be on the way to a victory. Well, I don't know. With this demo and potentially a third goal in a minute and 20 left, he's going to go for the ceiling reset. Now he's looking for clips to end this one. Might as well just come out with the highlight play. Everybody just trying to be the teaser on YouTube, right? When the video comes out, what could you want more than to have the teaser play? Booming shot to the back wall. Element should be able to tap away. He's not going to. Try to take it a little bit too easy. And that explains this game number 4 for Ryolite as he slams the boomer of all boomers, crossbar and down, as it bounces inside the net but doesn't go in. This will be a nasty shot if he somehow pulls this off. Ground pinch from Element, 9-2. We're basically just waiting out our 30 seconds now to head into game 5. Element gonna try out a reverse dribble. Seems like a little mutual agreement here. Let the time run out. See how it ends up in game number 5. Element will be playing for a qualification into the finals. Ryolite's gonna get a different car. I always think that people are gonna actually change their car, but more often than not, when someone says they're gonna change or they want a car change, they just want to put on a different octane. But yeah, you know, this octane's not cutting it for me. Let's try a different one. Well, you're not gonna get to guess, because it is going to be ready to go. Oh, Ryolite in the Fennec. To be fair, this is essentially just a reskinned Octane. So, I wasn't wrong. Game number 5. Get your game 5 hypes if you have them. We got a couple new subs if they're still watching. Oh, we need to update the score. Element just got his second game win. We'll wait for a goal. I think these guys are trying to make it nice and easy on us by constantly switching the team color they're on. But to be fair, I never fully pay attention to that, so I'm not sure if these guys did or not. Ryolite looking like he's playing like on 0 cents all of a sudden. His camera just shaking around like crazy. It's making me sick over there. Just got like an extra finger on the cam button, just shaking it at all times. What is going on? Is this a bug, or is he playing on 0 cents? The only other time I've seen something like that was when Mile was trying out full-on 0 dead zone. So like when the breeze touched his controller, it would move his camera. Element, low dribble, realizing he had no opportunity there. Oh, not even stealing the boost. Not a great look for him. But he is able to save away the counterattack challenge. A little ring around the rosy action here as these guys just take a nice counterclockwise loop around the map. And finally, someone will break it up. Element, another fake. Late shot, saved away by Ryo. Ryo not able to touch it to himself. Instead, bouncing it down These two fighting in midfield. I think both of them have similar boosts. Both of them trying their best not to commit too hard so that when eventually the 50-50 breaks away, they are not completely out of boost and they can get to that ball. No scores. These guys trying to prove me wrong. They said 2-1's your lowest scoring game. Well, we're going to make a 1-0 game in game number 5 as we are halfway through without a bucket. Element, long shot. Not nearly the kind of power he's looking for. Ryo was just giving him so much space, but he ends up being absolutely 100% right for doing so. Element was hoping that he would challenge so he could just take the continuation shot. But Ryo makes the correct read and holds on with iron hands. Long shot from Element saved away. Element not even stealing the boost here. Ryolite also not interested in the boost. Just didn't want a quick shot off of his clear. Oh, nice tap over, but Element's actually able to connect with Ryo. Ryo trying to get a long shot. Element has no boost, but he will tap it away. 2 minutes left, and I swear I was going to update the score on the first goal, and these guys must have heard that. Right now it is tied, Element and Ryo. Game 5, Element will get the first one, and is this a Johnski? Let's watch this again. I don't know if I was paying enough attention. The thing about Johnskis, it kind of feels like it was. But we will go update the score. Element 2-2. It is game 5. There is the one goal we're going to see the whole game. These guys trying to set records. Minute and 44 left. Element, if he can hold on to his currently massive lead, he will be able to go into the $100 tournament at the end of the month for winning 3 games, but it's looking like he won't be able to hold on to at least his massive 1-goal lead. It will be tied 1-1 with a minute 30 left to go. Not able to get that 50 he want. He was trying to take that back to the ground. Ryo playing quick enough to pinch it over him. Great kickoff for Ryo. Not able to guard the boost. These guys keep turning around the boost early. Ryo's still in full control of all of them. Element heading back to his corner. I don't know if I love this dribble initiation from Ryo. He had Element headed all the way back into his own half, and how he responded was a full supersonic dribble right into the corner that Element was. It seems like almost anything else, setting up a bounce dribble, setting up any sort of dribble that didn't head straight to the corner would have been the way to go. But a nice bump on the back wall, and Ryolite is going to go up 2-1. Element's going to spam him with the wows. I mean, this is Ryolite's MO. It's not like all of a sudden he started going for the bumps. He's been doing that every single game so far tonight. This time it is going to cash in for him. Element with a great opportunity here. Not trying to pull the trigger too hard, and that will cost him a goal. He eventually does. He's going to forfeit with 50 seconds left. Down 2. We have seen Element forfeit in situations like this before. This one, maybe the toughest one of all. A game 5, 2-goal down forfeit. Sometimes when you lose a 50, it just can get to you.